So in the previous video, we have actually designed our instructor dashboard, and here you can see it's welcome screen. Then you will have a upload course section, then my classes section, and these classes is pending. Then you can see pending courses, approved courses. We have designed all of this stuff. Now we'll move back to the another section that is actually admin dashboard. Look, this is an admin dashboard. Here you can see total users of this website will be shown here, approved courses, structure and pendings. So we will show their type of thing, then we will manage users. For example, here you can see all of the users are here. So if you scroll, you can see the total users, and you can do pagination. It's up to you. Here you can see the role, structure role. Then here you can see this is user role. If you want to make this user admin or others, maybe structure, then you can click this update. Then from here you can choose which thing you can do. You can just change it admin or structure. For example, if you want to make it structure, let me add some skill sets here, maybe web developer. Then if I just click this update users, then update successfully, and then if you go back to their websites, then here you can see this is admin. So you can also make a users structure. For example, if you want to make this users structure, you have to click here, then you have to choose structure, then you have to click here. Then look, right now if you go back there, now these users have structure access. And that is the thing we're going to do in this video. You can manage any of these users, and if you want to delete, then you can obviously delete any users from your dashboard. Okay, then you can have the manage classes. You can see the approved classes. If you click this denied, then this class will be disapproved, and here you can see the last classes that we uploaded in these sections, and we can either approved. If we approved right now, let me show you a little thing. I'm just showing you. So here if you go to class section, right now you can see it's make, and this class has no image actually. But what if I just make it approved? If you just as an admin, if I make it approved, wait, refresh it. Okay, right now you can see this is approved, and this is demo yoga course. If you have approved this, then here if you refresh now, then go scroll here, you can see the approved course is showing on the class section. Actually, without approving by admin, no course will be displayed on the class section. Okay, so that is the thing we are going to make it. Let's move to our website right now. Let me close all of this stuff here. What we can do, we can have to move to an instructor dashboard. So this is instructor dashboard, and now we will move to the admin dashboard. That's why we'll go back to the home screen and log out this. Okay, so let me create a new users as an admin. So we'll click sign up, and here we'll define admin1. Then here we'll define admin. Then we'll have to define a password. So let me define this type of password here on this. So I am just putting password, then phone number. Okay, then you have to use a photo URL. Then this is female, and that would be West Bengal. Okay, something like this. And if I hit register, by default these users will be a user access. And right now if you go dashboard section, then you can see it's a dashboard for the users, but we need admin access. So that's why at first you must have to create a one user's admin first. So for this we'll go back to database, and then we will click this user section. And if you scroll At the bottom here you can see this is admin on and a user is created, the role is user. So that's why it actually you can see the dashboard is for users. If you change it here, if you make it admin, for example, let me type admin here, and if I update it, so it's updated now. You can see the role is admin. So if you have this, then you can see, go to dashboard again, back, let me give a time. It's actually there is no page, so that's why it's actually admin home is no, there is no page, so that's why it's actually not found page. But what if let me go back here. Actually we'll have to create a new page first, so we'll just design a new page. Let me create a route here, but we can just comment here. So admin routes, then we'll have something like this. The admin route will be path, and then which path we will have. At first we can just define admin home. So here that would be, we can just call it admin home. Then we will have to make a elements, and these elements we will keep it on the dashboard. Here we will close in a structure and we will close dashboard. Then we will create a folder that is for admin, and inside this admin we will have admin home or something like this. So we will have admin home, admin homepage dot jsx rfce, and now let me import it, admin home. So if you do this right now, let me refresh it. Okay, a mistake is there because we didn't define a comma here. So if you do this right now, we can see it's admin home, and here all the things use manage users, manage classes, applications, manage users, manage classes, applications, all of this four page is there. So let's design the admin home something like this. We will have something like this. Okay, so for this admin home, what we can do, we can close the others. Okay, so here this is admin home, and at the beginning we will get the user. So at first let me get the user from use user hook, use user hook. Then we will get current user, that's fine. Then what we will do, we will define const axios face, axios fetch, and that would be use axios fetch. This is another hook, use state hook. So then we have a user set users. Finally we will define a use effect hook, so that would be a empty dependency, and then here we will have a callback arrow function, and then we will call axios fetch, and then we'll have to define get, and here the method will be which route we will hit. If we check, then to get users, let me go for where is the users route. This is class route. Okay, this is the users route. We will get this users route, and we will have to fetch it here. So that's why we'll fetch it here. Then we will have a then block. So let me define a then and a catch block. If any error happen, we can simply console log the error, clg error. Okay, otherwise here we'll convert it response, and this response will be defined set users, then that would be res dot data. Okay, so if you have the users, then here we can simply show that we can have a div. Actually, inside this div we can have a h1, then sorry, a h1, and we can name it actually welcome back. We can keep it welcome back, then we can take a span tag, then we can display the user name, so current user, or the user, and then let me check the display name or something like this. We will have a display name here. So if you do this, I'm sorry, or the error is there. Okay, so now if I back there, use state is not defined, so here we'll have used it, but it's actually not imported right now. It's imported. Let me refresh it, then welcome back, and it's actually showing nothing. Why? Let me back there. Why it's actually not showing there? So we can just define this way. We can just call it current user, then maybe we can just define name. Let me check. Yeah, that is admin. Okay, so we have to define some styling, so that's why what we can do, we can apply some styling on the h1 tag. So let me define some styling here. So that is text for excel and font bold my, that means margin top and bottom, that is 7. And here inside this span tag we can define the text will be secondary, so secondary color actually. Okay, let's back there. So here you can see we will have something like this, and that is similar like this. We can add a additional comma here, nothing else. So this is admin, and then we'll have to create that start. So that's why here what we will have, let me just define a little thing here. We can just check the console clg, and that would be res dot data. So let me check it if we are getting the data here actually. Console objects, yeah, we're getting some data. You can see on the line number 11, and if I refresh it, okay, the error has gone actually, and here we are getting this data. So if we are getting that data, we can create a new component. So that would be admin starts, admin starts stats starts.jsx rafce, and here we'll pass the user. So we'll call admin starts, and then let me self close it. Here we'll pass users equal the users we are getting here actually, these users. Okay, so if you have these users, then you can have to destructure it, and then what you can just define. So admin starts is there. Here what we can do, we can just define a use state on this page. So that would be const. Here we will define use state hook, then we will have data, and that would be set data. After then we will have execute secure, so const execute secure, and that would be use execute secure hook. Then what we'll have to do, we will have to fetch it. So maybe we can just call use effect hook, that would be anonymous function here. It is very simple. I know you have a lots of idea. Here we'll call execute secure dot get method, and here we will get admin start. So the admin starts has, where is the admin starts? We'll have to find the route. So this is the admin starts route. We will take this and we will call it here. After then we'll have a then block. We'll have to define response, and this response will be set data, and that would be res.data. And finally we'll have a catch block, so that would be error clg error. Okay, so that is the thing we will have here. So finally, if you have this, then let me check it. Still, let me refresh it. Okay, so right now if I just console log the data, then can we get that data? Yeah, here you can see approved number of classes and other stuff is showing there. So this time we will have to design this page something like this, and for this actually it's a very simple design. We will have a div at first. Here we will have a div, and then we will take another div. Inside this div we will apply some divs. Actually we will have some this type of style, and let me just show you. Here we can simply show something like this. It's a hard coded number. So if you do this, then you can see we will have this type of thing, and this is actually a styling. Look this, let me explain it. Here we will have a div, actually two div. Inside the first div actually we will have a svg, and this is actually the icon. This is the icon. You can simply use a simple icon from React icons. It's actually the users icon. You can see this is users icon. Then we will have a div for the text. Here a total number text. So this is actually total number text, and this is the amount of total number. So here we will have to replace the hard coded data. What we will do, we will define user. So that would be users dot length, trace length, something like this. So if you do this right now, you can see total 11th user. And if you get here, if you check the MongoDB, here you can see the total user is 11th user, and it's actually perfectly showing. So we'll make the design page something like this. You have the task to design something like this, and if you have understanding, look, if we will have this one thing, we can copy it for another one, and then we can change the text. For the second one we will have approved classes, and we can keep it approved classes. And here look, we need to change the icons. So let me change the icons. Here we'll have to pass the icons. This icon will be something like, let me define a file icon. You can simply find it React icons, something like copy or file. So you can see this type of icon. We can import it at the top. I'm sorry, I have to skip the design part actually, because it's a large project and I don't feel motivated. Okay, so instead of this, actually we can paste it here, and we'll have to some classes. That would be these classes. We can copy it, we can paste it here. We don't need this svg. So I hope you understand how you get that. So you can see this is the thing, and now we will have to change the number. So what number we'll keep here? Look, if you check the console, here we will have array, actually that thing. Let me refresh it again. Here we will have total classes, total approved courses. You can show this is approved courses. You have to show this data. So this data will define here data dot this. Okay, approved classes, and we can check a optional checking so that it will do any error. Okay, so I think this is now approved courses. And if you back to the classes, here you can see total, the first column, first row has 6 courses and there is 7 courses. That means the data here, the data is perfect. Okay, so after then we will have to show the instructor, and for this we can obviously copy this. Again, we can obviously copy this, and for instructor we need another icon. So maybe we can just check what type of icon is there. Okay, chat icons or something like this. Let me check instructor, teacher. Okay, you can just show this type of icons if you want. Let me copy it, let me paste it here, and we have to include some style. So the style will be this style. Sorry, here is actually not the thing, we will have to paste it there. Clipboard, and we'll paste it here. We'll have to copy these classes. Let me cut it, paste it here, and now we'll remove this. Okay, so if you have this, then you will have include the text. The text is instructor text, and here we'll replace it. And instead of the approved class, here what thing is there, let me check. This data is at the top. Okay, instructors will have define instructor. Okay, so okay, not defined, so we'll have to import the icons. Okay, now it's fine. You can see the total instructor is true. Okay, fine. Then we will have the last one, pending courses. So it's same thing, we will have to copy the div and paste it here, and we'll define pending text, pending. And for the pending, actually what is the text here, that is pending classes. Okay, that would be data pending classes. Okay, so we can need to change the icons. So let me change the icons, pending classes, pending. Okay, we can use this type of pending. We have to input it at the top. The styling is depends on how you thinking. It's actually, if you have, then it's better. Okay, we will have to paste it. We need to cut this css, we'll replace it there. Okay, so everything is fine. You can see everything is fine, but we need the styling, something like this. So for this, actually we will have grid style layout. Actually what we will do, look, target the parent div. So here's all the stats, and this is their parent div. Let me format this. So this is the parent div, and we can simply apply grid calls and gap4 m4 mt8 on a small devices grid calls for, and we'll apply some padding to the x-axis. So if you do this, then you can see the styling is perfectly working. Okay, something like this. But here there is some class changes. You can apply the classes. Where is actually you can apply the classes here. You can see this is background color. You can change it, maybe it's red 400. So if you do this, now you can see it's red 400. You can change the colors. The second color, the third color will be busy indigo 400. And finally the second color will be bg blue 400 or something like this. So if you do this, now you can see the colors are changed. And okay, so this time next step would be the second part. So that would be let's create the manage classes. So we'll design this route first. Okay, for this what we will do, we'll close all of these tasks and here we'll create a new route. So that would be a path. This path will be manage classes, and here we'll have to create a elements. This element will be manage classes. So here inside this admin we'll have create a manage classes .jsx race, and we can obviously make manage classes, okay, something like this. So right now if you click here, you can see the manage classes is here. So if you have the manage classes, then you can simply design it, and I will obviously show the functionality first. So at first here what we will need to define navigate const use navigate equal use navigate from react router dom. After then we will have exeus fetch. So const exeus fetch equal use exeus fetch, will call it. After then we need const exeus secure equal use exeus secure hook. Okay, after then what you will have to do, we'll have to define a use state hook. That would be classes set classes, and that would be use state, and it would be empty array. Okay, after then we'll have another use states. So that is actually page set page equal use state 1, and that would be initialize 1. So what we are going to do, we can going to do make this design actually. So that's why we need pagination. So that's why we define the pagination text. Then we will have const, and here again it would be use state hook. That would be something like this. Here we'll have paginated data, paginated, sorry, here we'll have paginated set paginated. Then we'll have const items per page 5, and then const total page, that would be math.seal, and here class.length item per page, and after then we'll have const sorry, we will have a use effect hook, that would be empty dependency. Here we will have a arrow function, okay, and we will call const we will call last index. We did this previously. We have last index, that would be page into, we'll have page into items per page. After then we'll have first index const first index, that would be last indexed minus item per page, okay, and then we'll check if last index is greater than classes dot length. We will do a define last index equal class length, okay. After this we'll define const current data equal, we'll have classes dot slice method, and then we will define first index comma last index, and finally we'll have paginated data, set paginated data, and that would be current data. Okay, that is the thing. And here we can add the dependency, that is page, and then we'll have total page. That would be the two dependency. Okay, so after then, if you have this, then what you can just do, we'll have to design this. So here, let me show you. We have a h1 tag. Then let me paste the h1 tag here. Here the tag is not something like this. So if you do this, then you can see manage classes. So this is something like this. Then we will have to make a table. I hope you already have idea how you can make this type of table. Okay, so if you don't have, you can check that. If you check the users here, sorry, in this students, you will have selected class. Then there we also work with the table. You can copy this table from here. You can see this is a table, but as I did it previously, so that's why I directly copied, but I will explain it. Okay, let me just manage it. We'll paste it. We don't need theme provider. So I think everything is fine. We are taking a div. You can see, let me format this code. We will have a div. After this div, we will have another div, and inside this div, we'll have another div. Then we make a table here. So this is the table. We will have some table head. So inside here we'll have table head, and here we'll check if class dot length equals 0, then we will define no class found. Otherwise we will call paginated data. This is the paginated data, that we have the paginated data. We'll map it, and here we'll define class and index number, and we will show classes. Then we'll show classes name, structures, and all of this stuff. So if you have, now you can see we'll have no classes. Why actually no classes? It should be a classes. Let me check why the classes is not there. I think we'll have, okay, this is actually empty, so that's why it's actually there is no classes. The paginated data is actually empty. Look, we are defining paginated data, so that is the empty here actually. So it's actually not showing. What can we do here for now? We'll have to define a use state. Here we can just define another hook, so that would be use effect hook, and here we will have empty dependency. Then we will call a something like this. Here we will have execute phase dot get method. Then we will have to hit a route. The route will be, let me go to the index. Here we'll have classes, manage classes. So where is the classes route? Manage classes, new class, class manage. Okay, we need this route actually. We'll have to define it there. Then we'll have to then block. We'll get the response, and we'll set it to classes, set classes, and here we'll have response dot data. After then we'll have a catch block. We'll get error, so that would be clg error. Okay, so that is the task. So if you define this, now I think we will get the data. So now you can see we're getting this data, though the pagination is not there. Why actually? Because we will have only 5 items. If we make 4 items here, then you can see Okay, we're actually not showing the uh, pagination. So why actually we'll have to make it. So let's make that on. So for this actually, where we can just do it. Let me close the table. This table, then this div actually. Okay, here, or you can do it after here. Okay, so here pagination. The pagination style will be something like this. We will have a div, and then we'll have another div. We'll make that here the class will be full width, something like this, and then here we'll have a paginate component. So that would be paginate component. So it will come from actually MIUI. So if you go to material UI, MUI material UI, then here let me go to documents, core libraries. So where actually it's doc view templates. So here you can just find components. Where is the pagination? This is pagination, and we'll use this pagination. So we'll have a component something like this. So that's why what you have to do, you have to define here paginate, and we'll have to import it from material UI. You can see this is paginate, and we'll define this. Okay, let me check it if it's working. So handle change is not defined. We will have to define a function at the top, const function. Here let me define a anonymous function. For now we will handle it. Okay, now let me check. Okay, now you can see the button is there, and it's for 4 items. Okay, so we can simply design the pagination using MIUI, using actually this library. So you can just check that. Okay, fine. After then we need to change the handle change. So here for the handle change, what we will do here, we will have a event, and then we will have a value. Okay, and inside here actually we can just define set value, set page actually, set page, and we'll pass the value. Okay, if you do this, then you can see the pagination will work. Let me for now here refresh it. If you click second page, then you can see it's actually showing. Okay, you can see the pagination is working. So this data is not there, so that's why it's actually showing. Maybe it's actually the empty data. So okay, but it's actually showing, and this is pending. We'll have two pending. You can see here we'll have two pending, so that's why you can see at the end we'll have two pending. We can make the data, maybe here we can just define it 5 or 6. So it's actually loading, so that's why wait. Yeah, 6 item at a time, and these 2 items is pending. Now we'll have to handle how to make it approved. So for this actually we'll have to define a handle approved function. After this maybe we can just define const handle approved function, sorry, that would be handle approved function, and this function will receive an id, then we will have arrow, and okay, so we'll include this from where we'll have a this is table. Inside this table, if you go there, okay, this is actually handle approved. So if you have this, okay, inside this handle approved, what you will do, you will have to call execute secure, and then we'll have to define put method, then we'll have a specific route. So this route will be look the changes of class status, so change the status using id. So we need this route, actually we'll copy this and we'll keep it here. So we don't need this id, we will take a dynamic id, so that's why $sign and id. After then we will have to define the status. The status will be approved, okay, this status will be approved, and then we'll have a then block, will have response, then we'll have a arrow, curly braces, and then finally we'll have a catch block, and that would be error, clg error, then something like this. Okay, so inside this response, what we will do, at first we can just console log, and that would be res.data, and then here we can just define set classes, and here we can just define classes dot map, then we will have cls, then we will have an arrow, we can just check cls dot underscore id equal id, then we will have curly braces, and here we'll define we will using a spread operator, we will have cls, and then we'll have a status, this will be approved status, otherwise what we will have, cls, okay, something like this. So we can just make it another way, we can just define it using a const new class, okay, and here we'll just, or you can just define update class, and you can paste it here, okay. But when this is happen, here you can show an alert, so alert would be course update successfully or approved successfully, okay, something like this, you can show an alert, okay. So if you have, then let me check, let me refresh it for the first time, and here everything is approved. Let me try to approve this one, here the icon is not showing, why actually, let me check here. So we need cursor pointer, okay, now you can see this is approved. So let me click here, and for this actually I maybe check the console log, I just click here, now you can see course uploaded successfully, and now if you refresh, actually it actually required a refresh, then you can see this course is approved. If you want to approve the first one, then you can obviously click here, it's approved, and if you refresh, look the two course is approved. Now we can check it on the website. Look, the enhanced your daily life using workout. Let me check it. Enhance your daily life using workout. You can see at the end, enhance your daily life. Okay, so we can say that it's actually we are getting there. So if you have, next step is what we'll do. What if we just make a denied? So for this, maybe we can just disapprove this. Okay, for this, actually here you can see we'll have a handle reject. So reject, and here we'll have to define another thing that would be handle reject, and here it will be an id. Then we will define arrow, and here the thing is that we will define a swal, and let me take a swal from sweet alert. So this is sweet alert, and here we need to confirmation, so something like this. Okay, let me copy it. So we'll keep it here. Are you sure? And that would be something like this. Are you sure? Yes. Publish it. Okay, here unpublished course is removed. Course is unpublished. Okay, so something like this. Let me test it. So here when you click this denied, let me refresh it. So we have to import this swal actually at first, sweet alert. So now it will work. Actually, if you click here, you can see course is approved, and if you click deny, you can see are you sure, revert it, yes, unpublished it, okay, unpublished. Okay, we need this type of thing. And inside these, actually what we will do when it's actually getting the results here, the results confirmed, we will have to do thing here. So what we will do, we'll define const response, and this will be, we'll call if we define async here, then we can just call await. Then here we can just call execute secure dot put, and here the same way you will have the same way. We can just hit this specific id, then we will have to define the status. The status will be rejected. And if you want to define, then you can also define a region, or you can just keep that. Okay, something like this, keep it that. Okay, let me remove, we don't need async here. Okay, after then what we can do, we can just define const trace dot data dot modified count. So if this is modified it perfectly, what you can do is greater than 0, then we will define set classes, and here we'll do the same thing. We'll have to define this type of thing. Here let me define this type of thing. So here would be if condition, update classes, and the status will be rejected. This status will be rejected, and then we can just define set classes, that would be updated classes, and finally we can just show this well. Okay, we can show this text after here actually. So that is the thing. We can do it. Let's check it. So refresh it. Now here we'll just open it here on a page. Let me which course we would like to, maybe we can just remove this test one. Okay, so for this, where is the test one? So this is the test one. We can just right now it's visible, but we don't want to visible it. So for this we can just click this donate is unpublish it. Okay, we can get an error, modified it count. So why is actually not modified it? Maybe what is that thing? Uncaught promise cannot read the modified it count. Okay, let me check it. Here what the issues actually happening. We did everything, rejected. Maybe we can just define a region here. If you want, let me define region, and then the region will be rejected. Okay, let me try again. So okay, this is rejected. Actually after refreshing it, it's actually showing. So let me try to approve it again. Approved successfully. If you refresh, then it's actually approved. Now try to reject. Yeah, unpublished it. Refresh it. Check there, rejected. And if it's rejected, let me refresh this page. Look, the test one is gone. So it's actually working, though the swal is not working. Why actually? Maybe we can just make it this way. Maybe that would be working. Okay, so I think you understand that thing here. So these two tasks is done. Next, what we will do, we will have to make the manage users. Here we will have all the manage users. Mm, let me go back, and here I just remove unwanted bar from there. So dashboard, then manage users. Yeah, all the users is there. We'll have to manage the users. So we'll upload, we'll manage any users in instructor or admin from here. Okay, so for this actually we'll close this, and we'll have to set up another route. This route will be, let me check. When you click these users, here is the manage users route, and we'll make a path. This path will be will be manage users. Then we'll have a elements. So the element will be manage users. So it will be, we can create a manage users here. Sorry, we'll create it on the admin. Here we'll have manage users.jsx rfce. Let me import it. Okay, so I think now you can see manage users. We'll have to design this page, and for this actually what we'll do, let me close it. We'll have to make, at first we need to text, we need to add a header. This header will be something like this, manage users, and then you can see this is manage users. After this manage users, we will have to define some functions here at the top. So let me do that. We'll define const and execute fetch, execute fetch, that would be use execute fetch hook. Then we will have const execute secure, that would be use execute secure hook. After then we will have const navigate equal use navigate. Okay, after then we will have a use state, so users, and that would be use state, and let me import it. Okay, after then what we will have to do, we will have to use effect. Then we will have a empty dependency, here a callback function. This callback function will something like this. What we will do, we'll call execute phase dot get method. Then we will have a route. This route will be users route. So where is the users? So this is all users route. We will get this users route here. After then we'll have a then block. We will set it res, then set user res dot data. Then we will have a cache block. We'll have error, that would be clg console log error. Okay, that is the thing. After then what you have to do, you have to define, you have to show it how you can just do it. We can take a users, here we can check if users dot length is greater than 0, then we can show no user found. That would be maybe a div. Otherwise we can show another div users dot length. Okay, let me check it. So refresh it. No users found. Why actually? Here actually we make a mistake. If it's true, then it's actually showing. We'll have something like this. We can keep it here. Users dot length, and here we'll have no user found. Okay, now you can see user dot length, why actually user is not showing. Users Okay, we got it. We have defined it inside a curly braces. There's dot length. Okay, so now you can see 11. That means we will have users, 11 users. Okay, so if you have, you can just show display the users there. So for example, if you want to show the user's name, here you can just do map it. What you have to do, you have to do, let me just show you. You have map, then you will get users, then you will define something like this. We will have a div, and what we can do, we can just define this type of thing. Let me define p, then p, and actually it will be h2. So let's check it. Here you can see. Okay, you can just flex it. So class name flex justify around something like this. Look, this is users and that would be users accounts. Okay, there are some duplicate data, that's why it's actually showing multiple duplicate data. And okay, but if you just clear that data from the users, actually let me, okay, keep it that it's not the matter. So here it's actually showing, if you have just present it, I will just copy the design so that you can just understand it properly. Okay, I hope you understand it, and then I just copy the design. Okay, so right now let's check. Here's some icons is not defined, so let me, where is the icons? We'll have some icon here. Okay, we will have this, import these icons. We'll need the icons. Then let me check, refresh it. Okay, so that is actually showing, though this image is not showing. Why actually? Let me check here, where is the image? Okay, users image, and let me check, photo URL is the image. So maybe the image is not there, or let me check it. Due to some reasons, actually the image is not presenting. Why? Can there's the image? Let me check this. Okay, that is the image, but why actually not showing? Let me console log the users, clg users. Okay, I just check why actually the image is not showing. Refresh. Here is data. We'll have some data, and there is a image, but sorry. Okay, the image is there, but why actually not showing? Maybe it's photo URL. Photo URL. Okay, so there was a little mistake, so that's why it's actually not showing, but it is now showing. Now showing. Okay, so if you have this stuff, then what you have to do, you can manage or update this text. So for this actually, let me define the delete functionality. Here is the delete functionality, and here you can see handle delete. So we'll create a function at the first. So const handle delete, that will receive an id, and we can simply do it by this way. What you have to do, you have to define execute secure dot delete, and here we'll have to hit a specific id that is actually delete this path. So here we'll have dynamically this path, we don't need this way, we need underscore id, then we will have a then block, we'll have a response, we'll have a arrow, we can show an alert that would be users deleted successfully. Okay, otherwise we'll have a catch block, then we will just console log the error, something like this. Okay, so let me check. For example, you would like to delete the first one, delete successfully, you have to refresh a reload because it's not dynamically reloaded. So let me delete all of this unnecessary stuff. So it's actually deleting. Look, it's reducing. Okay, we'll have only 5 items. Let me try to delete it, delete successfully, and we'll have 2. Okay, so if you have 2, then what you can do, then let me just do another text. We'll have to define update. So we need to define these. Actually, when you click this update, it's actually navigate to a new page. Let me click it. If you click here, look, it's actually redirecting to another page. So that is actually update users. So we'll have to define the update users part for this actually. So for this actually we will copy this and let's create a new route here. After this we will have a new route. The path will be something like this. We don't need this, we will define clone id, and after then we will have a element. This element will be update id. So here update user dot jsx rfce, let me input it, update users. Okay, after then here we can just define a loader. This loader will receive a params, okay, then it will be a function, and here we will fetch, and that would be, will have something like this. Let me define localhost 5000 slash classes. Okay, something like this. We'll just copy paste it first, then instead of classes actually here the users, let me check, that would be update users, this route. Okay, so the path will be update routes, and here it will be dynamically id. So $sign params dot id. Okay, and if you do this, now we'll have the page to design update user page. Here we can get the id using here actually. Let me get const use auth. We can get user from use auth, and it would be user. After then let me console log the user. Okay, okay, users, so we're getting users. For example, clear here, when you click manage users, then you will have this. If you click any of this, for example this on, you can see here is the update users is not found actually because there is an error. Maybe we have defined 2/ here. So right now, maybe let's check. Let me click this one. Go there, click here. So this path is not founded. Why update users slash this ID is not found? Why actually? It should found. Okay, it's actually not found. Why I did everything found. Let me check. Here we will have everything is found. Uh, why is not showing update users? Okay, that would be maybe okay. We make a mistake. It would be okay. We'll get that using this route actually. That would be user's ID. Okay, instead of this actually, instead of update users, we'll have actually here we will have users. So that's why we are not getting. So I think now we will get that. Okay, let's click the manage users, click any of this. Look, there is no error. Let me show you again. I just click this on. Look, there is no error. Okay, so if you have no error, then let me update users. Here we will have then user credential. So let me define user credential. So here should be user's credential. That would be use loader data. To load data from the params, actually use loader data, and we'll call it. Now if you just console log clg user credential, then you will just get what we are getting there. Let me console out this on, and if you just do this, let me refresh it. Here you can see we are getting a data from actually update users line number 8. So that is line number 8. Every time we will get so a defined data. So this is actually your assistant. If you go back and try to get the admin data, let me close. Here you can see this is admin 1. Okay, so this is admin 1. We're getting the data. So if you have that, then what you have to do, you can define const exuse fetch, because that would be use exuse fetch. After then we'll have const exuse secure equal use exuse secure hook. Okay, then we will have to design, we'll have to design this page. So for this actually we will have to design this type of the page actually. So I will copy the design section. I'm sorry for that again. Actually I didn't get motivation to design everything, so I will copy the whole section. It's actually the designing part. You will have to create a form and then you will have to do that type of thing. So I'll replace the design, and here nothing else will create. Look, let me explain a little bit. Here is a section. Inside this section we will have a div. Inside this div, look, here is a form. This is a form and it's a handle submit. So at the top we will define const handle submit. It will receive event. then it will have something like this. Okay, so then inside this form, look, we will have a label and then input field. This form is created in previous video. Actually, you can see when we create the this page, actually when you create the upload class. So here you can see you will have add class. Here you can see the form is created. So you have label, you have input field, something like this. It's same. You will have label, you will have input field. Okay, the form is created, and let me check if the form is showing there. Refresh. Yeah, the form is showing there. If the form is showing there, by default, if you click the users, then click here, then you can see users is selected. If you just click this on, then instructor is by default selected. If you click admin, then admin is by default selected. And here we will create the functionality that would be inside these, actually inside this handle submit. What we will do, we'll have to at first we'll have to define event dot prevent default. We don't need to include that first. So after this we'll get the same thing that we did on here, actually. So if you check here, you can see we'll have to define event prevent, then we'll have to create a form. Then let me create a form here. Then we'll have const updated data. That will be the same thing. We will have objects from data, something like this. Okay, I hope you understand. This is the same thing that we did before. And after then we'll define execute secure dot put method. Here what we can do, we have to route the specific path. So that is the path that we did. Here will be this path, actually update users path. So let me copy this, and here we'll have to paste it. We don't need this, actually we need to define $sign curly braces. We'll have user credential, then we'll have underscore id. Okay, let me check it. Yeah, look, this is a underscore id. And then here we'll just define updated data. Okay, after then we'll have a then block, we'll have a response, and that would be something like this. We'll just console log response dot data. Otherwise we'll have a cache block, we'll have error, that would be clg error. Okay, so let's check it. Let me define, that would be we can edit the first users, actually we will update this one. So we'll make it admin here, that would be you are admin. Okay, so here the image is not specified. Let me define this type of thing. Okay, if you click this update users, look, acknowledge true, that means it's actually updated. If you check here, you can see the first users is now admin, so acknowledge true. You can see if acknowledge true or modified it count 1, we can do it conditionally. We can check it if phrase dot data dot acknowledged modification greater than 0, we can just show an alert users updated successfully. Okay, let's try to make it. We'll refresh this, and this time we'll make is also users. We don't want this user will be an admin, so we'll click this update here. We'll make it users, then you are a user, then let me click this updated successfully. Let me go back. This is users. I think you have understand this, and if you want to delete this, you can click this delete successfully deleted. Refresh this page, and now it is deleted. I hope you understand how this will work, and that is the thing. This project is completed. Now I will show you how you can deploy these projects. Okay,